Hello and welcome back. I'm Conan Lybarian with Conan's EDC, Easy Dad Carry, and today I want to talk to you about a watch. But not really about the watch, more what the watch means to me in EDC. Let's take a look. So this Casio I got a few weeks ago, and I absolutely love it. I made a video on this opening and talked about the different features and what I was excited about and why I was excited. And this thing has absolutely performed just as well and better than I hoped it would. This watch fit a couple parameters I really needed. One, it needed to be budget friendly because I destroy watches like bags of potato chips. I cannot keep a watch. I have some very nice watches that I am scared to carry because I just destroy watches. Like I said, a lot of really good features on it, and I've just fallen in love with this watch. But because I am someone in EDC, because I am someone who likes to think, and I'd say overthink, about what I carry, I start to think about my watch as an EDC item and what EDC means to me. So when I look at a watch as an EDC item, like a knife, like a pen, like a tool, I think, well, what can I rotate in, or what can I get, or what can I use that is useful for me? So I got a new watch. And yes, this is absolutely a calculator watch. And I got it for 3 reasons initially. One, because I want to be cool like Marty McFly in Back to the Future. 2, it again fits this aesthetic and this budget of being functional, being budget friendly. That's very important to me. 3, well, I guess kind of goes along with the first one. I'm an unrelenting, unapologetic nerd. And last one is because this is actually practical for me. My day job, I am in sales and inventory control. So I deal with sales, budget, profit, gross, margin, discounts, shipping costs, everything all day. So this is actually super practical to me because as someone who leaves their phone at their desk all the time, I'm usually not around a calculator when I am suddenly having conversations about numbers. And being in management means I am in meetings and talking to higher ups a lot where I need to go over numbers or figure out numbers. So this watch, as in fact, yes, nerdy as it is actually very practical to me. Now, I've had this watch not very long, a couple days, and I initially was going to do an unboxing on this watch. However, like I said, I started thinking about my watch as an EDC item and how I would rotate it in and what the use is, because this is an at-work watch. There is no backlight on it. It is only water-resistant as opposed to being, I think this is 100 meter if I want to go scuba diving in this thing, which I don't. So this watch is not practical for hiking or nighttime. This watch is not practical for a lot of things that this is. And that's okay. Because when it comes to EDC, for me personally, my philosophy on EDC is everyday carry should be convenient and provide in its category. Like I said, this watch is not the same as this watch, just like this watch does not have the same functions as this one. And that's okay. That's the same thing as a knife. That's the same thing as a pen. That's the same thing as a tool. I recently did a video on this new multi-tool that I've been carrying that I really love, even though this thing is super basic. And this isn't a call to, quote, get back to basics. It's not. However, I realized I've been kind of getting stuck in the same rut. I'm buying the same stuff. I'm doing the same stuff. I love my Altoid tins, but I'm making the same stuff, and I want to evolve. And that to me is a big key factor in EDC, is evolving what you carry and why you carry it and going with that. I think a lot of us get stuck in this philosophy of, well, this thing's great because it's got everything and the kitchen sink. I don't need the kitchen sink. And if I feel like I do, maybe this is better equipped for a different type of carry than when I've wandered away from the desk and I have to suddenly have a conversation with with someone about shipping costs and what that's going to cost me and what that's going to cost them. Having a knife on me, that's another thing when it comes to EDC. Why do you carry it? I have this watch so I can do those numbers. Now, that being said, there's absolutely a calculator on my computer and there's one on my desk. I carry a knife to cut things open or whatever I'm going to do with it. But that being said, there is usually a knife or a tool somewhere nearby. I carry a multi-tool. This one I like a lot because it has these dedicated scissors, even though there's absolutely scissors at my desk. And I'm going to guess, if you're watching this video, there probably is a pair of scissors not too far from you that you wouldn't need to carry in your pocket. That's the thing. We carry things on us to be prepared. We carry things on us that help us in our normal ordeals. Now, again, the philosophy of being prepared is having that tourniquet in your bag, having a multi-tool that can have everything. And that's okay. I think that's great. Again, there are different EDC philosophies, but if your philosophy is, I found exactly what I need, or I will always carry only exactly this type of thing, when there are so many other options out there, I feel like we are limiting ourselves when we find a thing and only ever try that thing when there are so many different options out there. So I know this is kind of rambly. Well, it's not kind of. This is absolutely rambly. This is a nerd who bought a new watch and just had a lot of free time to think about what EDC really means, and to ask you, if you're watching this, to think about what does EDC mean to you, and are you evolving your EDC? Is your EDC evolving naturally, or are you staying stagnant and not letting one of those things, yourself or your EDC itself, evolve? So just something to think about. Also, these watches are definitely about 8 seconds off, and that's going to kill me. I have to fix that, so I am going to go. And as always, thank you for spending your time with me. Stay safe, be prepared, and have a great day.